The detail you're seeing on the screen right now just made 10K last month off 800 ad spent on Meta ads alone. Now listen, that was a 30-day period, and if you want to learn how to do this shit for yourself, I'm going to show you in this video, so come along. That's to the proof, so you know I'm not bullshitting. Here's the Meta ads. You can see the campaign. Here's the CRM with all the opportunities that were created from Meta leads alone. Now granted, he needs to move his shit around and do a lot more to it, but just want to show you for verification. So let me reframe exactly how he started when he first came to me. When he first came to me, he wasn't running Meta ads. He'd done it one time before, didn't have any luck with it, bunch of trash leads. Second, he made content, but they didn't have an objective to it, and he wasn't trying to attract a certain client avatar. 3, he never used CRMs more than ones that just brought in leads and used calendar booking, but he didn't have any automations or any really things that could help him nurture the leads on how they should be doing. Lastly, one of the most important things that he did not have when he ran his Meta ads the first time was that he did not have a correct funnel all the way from the ad that was running to the cash that was collected from the people that he was bringing in. Now that you have understanding exactly where he was at when we first started, what I started doing was building a funnel. And I'm not talking about just a little boo-boo funnel where it's an ad and a meta form. Granted, meta forms are not bad, but we know they give a lot of trash leads. I built out a whole form from ad to cash in hand. Let's go over that right now. So as far as the system that we had running, we had everything from ads that I created and designed for him all the way to a CRM that's going to help him nurture, close leads, all that good stuff. But the system started this. At the part of the ad, we're targeting locally. We're going after people off a certain service, which was ceramic coating for this instance, and we're getting them to go to a destination. That destination is not a meta form. This client in particular did not have the time to constantly fill out and basically talk to a bunch of people. And when we were first running this 30-day, he didn't want to get too deep into the automation. So what I did as someone who was building out his funnels, I wanted to make sure lead quality was the highest. And what I did is I eliminate every meta ad form. If you don't know what a meta ad form is, I'll tell you what it is. When you go to make an ad right now, and let's say you're on Facebook and you're going to create basically a form for them to fill out, there's 2 things that you can do. You can either have them go to a landing page where they can fill out a form based on wherever the form wants to go, GHL, whatever, or you can have another one where it's a meta form that is literally on there. As soon as you click the link on that ad, it'll pop up, you fill it up. It's very quick, easy. Now, you can really go either way with this. Some people even run both, but for this particular use case and this funnel that I built, I wanted everything to go to the landing page, build rapport, and get high quality traffic. This landing page is not the prettiest one that I've ever built, but it was one that just worked. It had really good copy, it had a good headline, and a lot of people who read it ended up qualifying themselves once they got on the call. So we had automations going out as soon as they submitted a form. This is super important because we want to make sure that we're on top of these people as soon as they submit a form. Meta is way different than Google. Google, they come to you, they're in pain. Meta, it's a scroll stopper. We need to stay on top of mind, and it's important to stay on top of mind on the nurture. So we had automations for the initial send out of that form. Then we had automations after the call for nurturing. And then we had some in more of the lost stale column where it's just kind of throwing out offers if we wanted to these clients. Lastly, the numbers. These numbers too are also very important to understand. We had a CPL of right around 11 or 10, and this came at a little bit of a higher rate. Typically with Meta, you can keep it really low, but for this use case, I wanted it to be higher because I wanted more quality leads to come in. My client at the time did not want to deal with a bunch of tire kickers. So if that's the case, you have to be okay with willing to spend a little bit more for those leads, because if they're going from your ad to the landing page to fill out a form, it's a lot more friction than just filling out a meta form. So the CPL was a little bit higher than it should, but as you can see, we still 10x this campaign, and this is exactly what he wanted, especially from someone who never had any luck on Meta. Keep this in mind, nothing changed with this dude. He didn't do anything different compared to what he did the previous month. Only thing that changed was me running this paid traffic, helping him build out a funnel, and getting him the back-end systems that he's going to need to nurture these leads. Now, I know I just explained a lot of shit right there, but the bigger point is this. You can make money with paid traffic, but you got to have a damn good funnel, and you got to have a good back-end system to catch all these leads. Now, what I just showed went through pretty fast, but I'm going to make a series because I just have this guy locked in for the next 3 months, and he's cool with doing content. So I want to show you all exactly what it takes to do, because odds are if you've made it to this point, you're a service business, maybe you're a detailer, maybe you're something there, but you want to run paid traffic and you just haven't had success with it. And I completely get it. I meet a lot of people doing it. That's why I have a job, because why people don't quite understand or haven't had the funnels and everything shown to them that they can potentially use for their business. So I'm going to make everything from pricing, upsells, reviews, and everything that it takes to scale a brand to take them to the next level. This kid actually is a mobile detailer and wants to go into a shop. So that's the whole goal that we're going to try to implement and push for the next 3 months. So I'm going to take a look at the whole entire process of what's going on. And most ads managers who help people with marketing, or if you hire a marketing team and they're an ads manager, odds are they're just managing the ads themselves. They're not going into the funnel. They're not going into the sales process, and they're going into the back end. They're not doing the things that really take to be needle moving and scale your business. So if you sound interested in what the fuck I just said, hit the subscribe button, comment down below. Let me know questions that y'all might have or things as far as videos that you want me to make, and I'll make them. I really don't care. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I appreciate it. It's my first video, so show me a little love.